expressing the universal qualities of being human. Expressing the universal qualities of being human. The study of arts and humanities or of being human. How does knowledge in the arts provide expression of the universal qualities of being human? In all honesty, being human means that there are certain qualities that shape our thoughts, emotions, and actions. These qualities include consciousness, empathy, creativity, resilience, and the pursuit of meaning and purpose. These qualities further demonstrate the unique characteristics of being human. University of Benin, as a hub of humanistic center since 1975, has offered learning opportunities and gained international reputation for its study and research programs for the bachelor, master, and doctorate degrees. For the past 50 years, the Faculty of Arts of our university has stood as a beacon of scholarship, creativity, cultural heritage, and the expression of the universal qualities of being human. Has nurtured analysis, pragmatics, semiotics, social linguistics, and core grammar courses, such as phonetics and phonology, morphology, and syntax. The literature arm covers poetry, prose, drama, creative writing, and popular culture. All students are required to take courses across these fields. A degree in English and literature is designed to develop in the student the habit of analyzing theories, prose, verse, drama, folk, etc. At science and words surrounding the living. There are unique features of the program in English and literature. While it helps learners to systematically improve their speaking, writing, reading, and listening skills, it develops in them the confidence to communicate and gain access to a lifetime of enriching experiences and opportunities. The broad range of learning and support sharpen their language skills with confidence for life. In this digital age of the 21st century, studying English and literature students with versatile skills, broad career opportunities, and a deep cultural understanding, making it a valuable and respected field of study, providing a whole range of academic, professional, and personal advantages. Some of these advantages are strong skills, critical and analytical thinking, cultural and global awareness, career flexibility, improved creativity and imagination, research skills, personal growth and confidence, strong foundation for further studies, understanding language and society, and lifelong learning and recreation. Employment skills include digital copywriter, editorial assistant, English as a foreign language teacher, lexicographer, magazine journalist, newspaper journalist, publishing copy editor or proofreader, web content creator, and creative writer, poet, novelist, or playwright. Jobs where a degree in English and literature will be useful include being an academic librarian, public relations officer, advertiser, copywriter, archivist, arts administrator, information officer, media researcher, records manager, pay-per-click specialist that is paid advertising. The Department of Foreign Languages. This department offers a wide range of programs from the Bachelor of Arts degree in French to postdoctoral programs in MA French translation, PhD in English, in French literature and translation studies, Francophone African literature, and the Caribbean literature. The department also offers courses in German. Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. Dankeschön. It has a French language center that caters for the needs of persons interested in the proficiency of the language for business and studies in French-speaking countries. The training in the Department of Foreign Languages provides students with sound knowledge of the French and or other European languages and the corresponding cultures and civilizations in promoting national development, international exchange, regional integration, and worldwide mutual understanding. Students are equipped in the Department of Foreign Languages with the necessary knowledge and skills to explore international entrepreneurship opportunities in Francophone countries. Graduates from the department also have the necessary knowledge, skills, and competence to enable them to serve their country through contacts with other Francophone countries in many capacities, such as commercial, cultural, and diplomatic activities. The Department of Foreign Languages has worked out proposals to integrate other language programs, such as Chinese, Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish, to respond to the immediate needs of the public within and outside the university. Mr. Vice Chancellor, there are undeniable reasons for learning a new or foreign language beyond the access to a whole new culture. Students expand their career opportunities, enhance their brain power. It deepens and expands the way we move around the world. Nevertheless, knowing at least a second language reduces the chances of cognitive decline as we age. Our next department is History and International Studies. The Department of History and Creative Arts was one of the foundational departments when the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences was established in July 1975. Creative Arts was separated from the department in 1977. In the 1982-83 academic session, the university introduced philosophy and religious studies as two separate bachelor's degree programs, but as units of the department for mentorship. During the 1999-2000 academic session, an honors Bachelor of Arts degree in International Studies and Diplomacy (RSD) was introduced. Due to the expansion of its academic scope, the university approved the change of name to the Department of History and International Studies. The central focus of the Department of History and International Studies is to produce historians, career diplomats, and offer other career opportunities in embassies, high commissions, international organizations, and government bureaucracy. The teaching objectives of the Department of History and International Studies focuses on providing students with historical knowledge and understanding of the name, Nigerian and African history, while using this foundation to explore global histories, and assess how international developments impact Africa and Nigeria. Studying history provides students with a broad foundation for understanding societies, cultures, and how past events shape the present, which opens up a wide range of career opportunities in the education sector, research and work, materials, public records management, and in public service through roles in administration, foreign affairs, and policy development. The discipline of history prepares students for careers in journalism, media, cultural heritage management, as well as international relations and diplomacy. The Department of History and International Studies, University of Benin, is the premier department in the Faculty of Arts in any Nigerian university for the degree program in International Studies and Diplomacy, IST. In other words, the whole idea of IST today in most Nigerian universities started here from the University of Benin. The purpose of IST, as established in this university, for teaching, conducting research on international affairs, and for training professionals for foreign and national service. Teaching and research in IST aims. The desired goal is to produce graduates of liberal and humanist education who understands the intricacies of world affairs. Traditional courses in universities have become inadequate in meeting the demand for knowledge of and exposure to modern character and purpose of diplomacy, and how the emergence of total diplomacy has expanded the diplomatic horizon to include a wide range of non-state actors. The career paths for IST graduates are numerous. They can be engaged in the academia and research, diplomacy and foreign service, intelligence and national security, international organizations, and non-governmental organizations. Now we look in and use. Linguists investigate how language works, including its structure, sound, meaning, and history. The linguistic studies in our Faculty of Arts focuses essentially on African language structure, language development, that is orthography, terminologies, etc., PG studies, social linguistics, and forensic linguistics. High-growth areas include computational linguistics, AI, and NLP, speech-language pathology, forensic linguistics, and translation. Graduates from the Department of Linguistic Studies excel in roles requiring strong analytical, pattern recognition, and communication skills. A degree in linguistics offers versatile, particularly in technologies. They will require further certification. Finally, the Department of Linguistic Studies in our Faculty of Arts has engaged in a partnership program with Open Barnacle Group to undertake research and development activities in a broad range of areas of artificial intelligence and machine translation to standardize and preserve Nigeria and other indigenous languages of Africa. Now the Department of Philosophy. The BA degree program in philosophy came into existence as a unit under the Department of History in 1995, together with religions, and became a separate department in October 2006. The department is an internationally recognized platform where students can acquire the best of higher education with rich moral rectitude necessary for nation building. The philosophy program is designed to help students develop their own capacity to reflect intelligently on questions of fundamental and lasting significance, focusing on the ideas of the world's leading philosophers, as well as an empirical understanding of their own society. Philosophy, as an epistemological process, is concerned about studying and society and the universe. Its interest is on God, man, society, purpose, existence, destiny, freedom, choice, will, death, development, health, mind, body, and transcendence, etc. The Department of Philosophy has a well-structured system addressing society challenges through the study of existence, knowledge, truths, and ethics. It involves consideration of the most fundamental questions about who we are and examines philosophical thoughts across the breadth of history. Philosophy trains the human mind for correct reasoning in human management, economic management, development politics, health politics, etc., to improve the standard of human life and protect the value and dignity of man and advance the development of society. Students trained in philosophy are trained in the science of knowledge for reasoning and application of knowledge, and their career paths are in global demand. They have the ability to analyze and communicate complex ideas intelligently. These are skills that employers value and can lead to several career paths in public service and private enterprises. The Department of Religions. The Department of Religions provides an interdisciplinary study in religion, human cultures, and values. Students are trained in the objective and analytical study of religious and cultural phenomena as are manifested in religious beliefs in the world. The study of religions in our university provides knowledge about their practices, experiences, institutions, and expression with interest on how religion shapes human culture, societies, and the lives of individuals. Religion is approached as a socio-cultural phenomenon and not as a faith or creed. The religious program at our university emphasizes the academic content on producing graduates for broad spectrum education to respect the human sanctity in a pluralistic society as Nigeria, where religion is playing serious transfunctional roles. The degree program in religions is designed to create a teaching and learning community to impart the appropriate skills, build wider knowledge, behavior, values, and attitudes to promote the pursuit and advancement, to expand the field of knowledge that are. The program in religions prepare competent teachers. In religions prepare competent teachers, sincere and honest pastors, and social workers in ecclesiastical communities, as they have been equipped with the moral and ethical know-how and values. Now, our Department of Theatre Arts. The Department of Theatre Arts was established in 1978 with a proud institutional legacy of almost 50 years and has produced the manpower that has serviced the cultural and movie industry in Nigeria, that is Nollywood. It has produced artists of reputable standards, among them Norbert Young, Richard Moffett and Joe R.O.D., Sadede, and Yemi Black. The department introduced the degree program in mass communication during the 2004-25 academic session. After mentorship, mass communication gained its independence to become a department of its own. As part of its institutional legacy, during the 2020-21 academic session, the Department of Theatre Arts established the music program. Theatre arts is a comprehensive and interdisciplinary field that encompasses the study, practice, and critical analysis of dramatic and related performances and production. It is rooted in the human need for storytelling and representation, functioning as both an artistic expression and an intellectual pursuit. As a discipline, theatre arts integrates multiple components, including acting, directing, playwriting, dance, music, stage design, costume, and theatre history and criticism. Theatre arts draws from a wide range of academics such as literature, philosophy, sociology, and cultural studies, thereby positioning itself at the intersection of the humanities and the performing arts. At the center of theatre arts lies drama, which exists both as a literary form and as a performative event. As we traverse the 21st century, the creative arts of which theatre arts has become a critical economic hub for entertainment, social transformation, and national development. Theatre arts remains an effective tool for social mobilization. It holds a great relevance within the global community due to its capacity to communicate ideas, emotions, and cultural values across diverse societies, reach diverse audiences, and enable them to engage in complex social and political issues in ways that are immediate and effective, thereby fostering empathy and critical reflection, and to be a reliable medium for social commentary, providing a voice for critique and resistance, enabling artists to engage with pressing national concern. In fact, theatre arts preserves and transmits cultural heritage. Also, theatre arts contribute through international festivals, collaborative productions, and touring performances to global cultural exchange and promote a shared sense of humanity. The Department of Theatre Arts, our Faculty of Arts, is envisioned to provide training for a career in the broad areas of theatre practice and scholarship, which include drama, acting, directing, dance, music, performance theory, communication and media arts, theatre management, scene design, lighting design, costume design, and construction, makeup, educational theatre, and theatre for development, etc. The theatre arts program is here to serve the University of Benin, the nation, and humanity. The department has a strong cultural and academic potential for the production of reputable national and global artists in the film, dance, drama, music, and other industries. Concluding remarks. Any study of the arts in the universe, anywhere in the world, comprises a study about ourselves, our perceptions of the world as we have come to see and respond to it, and the way we have communicated our understanding to it. What it means to be human are expressed in our unique characteristics, such as belonging, community, creativity, curiosity, family, love, memory, and purpose. The study of the arts expresses the universal qualities of being human, which have not changed. We are a creative species, and we have depended on our creativity to meet the demands of our daily lives. What it means to be human is that the peoples of the world share fundamental traits. For passing on that knowledge, as we all, whether in Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia and Oceania, the Americas, are all engaged in pursuit of meaning and purpose. While the arts define our humanity and remain a vital site for critical reflection, cultural memory, social engagement, and intellectual innovation, the Faculty of Arts provide general knowledge and career relevant skills for a range of professions in English and literature, foreign languages, history, international studies and diplomacy, linguistic studies, philosophy, religions, theater arts, and music. It's the Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much for this opportunity to express the universal qualities of the human.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, may I quickly recognize the presence of the representative of the Dean Social Sciences, Professor Kingsley Omoyibo, is the Director, Center for Maritime Programs. Welcome. Now, questions and answer time. The VC has graciously allowed us to take 4 questions, 2 to 4 questions, 2 on either side of the auditorium, to which the lecturer will answer once, and in about 5 minutes. So please, if you have questions, not remarks, not comments, questions straight to the point, indicate by raising your hand. Question. Short and sharp. Wonderful. So, is there any question? None. So I want to believe that we all understand what we have been told. There are questions. Please, quickly. Yes. Professor Owana. So please, note, sir, you answer once.
Erudite scholar, Professor Benson Osado. It's a very enriching lecture indeed. I want to thank you especially for that. I just want to ask very briefly, in the era of digital knowledge in the world, how can the Faculty of Arts continue or keep pace with the development of digital learning and then continue to be relevant in expressing the human condition? That is my question, sir.
Any other question? This way, any question? Just one question. Lecturers, you may respond now. Please. Sorry. Professor Afeju, welcome, sir. Question.
Yeah, my question is going to be a very pointed one. In view of the recent remark by the Minister of Education regarding the humanities, the lecturer wrote this lecture before that remark. How do you think, I want to be, if you allow me to say so, futuristic, how do you think Minister Alausa will respond to this very, very wonderful lecture? Can you persuade? Thank you very much.
Prof, how does he think that Minister Alausa, how does he think? So he knows how the minister will think. Prof, now, please, any other question? Anyway, we leave that to me. Any other question? If no other question, Professor Sakala, please. No, this way. Two questions. Any question? This way, please. After him, the lady, gender balance.
Okay, my name, thank you very much for the lecture. I would like to know how particular is it for us in the humanities, for we in the humanities, to express our humane nature when we are compared to those in the social sciences or sciences. What distinguishes us in expressing this humane nature compared to other disciplines, other faculties?
Thank you, sir. Bring to Professor Okuku. That will be the last.
Thank you, ma'am. I just want to ask the distinguished lecturer, what is the prospect
Our distinguished Vice Chancellor, principal officers of the university, eminent scholars, students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. 4 questions arising from the Faculty of Arts lecture. Number 1, the question is the relevance of our faculty in the 21st century that is more or less labeled as digital age. Very simple. Professors and scholars in the humanities, long years before now, they have considered something very important, that we cannot be excluded from digital age. And therefore, when there was a need to change the curriculum of all universities in Nigeria from B Maths to CC Maths, NUC did something very interesting. They introduced 2 courses. First, digital humanities, to be compulsory for all 200 level students. and then the arts and other disciplines. In other words, if you must graduate with a BA degree from the Faculty of Arts in any of our departments, you must have gone through proper training and education in digital humanities to understand the application of your discipline, your area, your field, the humanities and the arts in the digital age. There are so many experiences of young men and women today who after graduation, they pick up digital skills and begin to use that for their career progression. So NUC has done that for us, and I'm happy that in the University of Benin, last session, when we took off, we were able to at least train students for 1900 level. Second question. That this lecture was prepared before the Minister of Education made his remarks about the humanities. One good thing about the minister, he traveled abroad, and he's also lived abroad for a while. If you step out of this country, as I did many years ago, to study in Germany, the arts has a special place in the academic program of all German institutions. The arts. They take interest in philosophy, arguments, ethics, reasoning, critical thinking. They do this, that is why they understand what is law and what is order. They understand what it means to be human. In countries of the world where we do not appreciate what it means to be human, like the Benin will say, why are we all of us behave See, except you are taught how to be human, you will think, and I want an apology for that, like one of those Apple leaders said, that Nigeria is a big zoo. We're not in a zoo. We need to understand how to organize ourselves, beginning with organizing our thoughts, the pattern of thinking, and how we think of ourselves, our society, our government, and the future of the world. It is only through the humanities that we are able to do this. There is something the Minister of Education will appreciate in the humanities. In the social sciences, with apology to the article of social sciences, Professor K. problems and challenges of nation building, state building. We don't use theories. The arts discipline, they're able to tell you that look, problems are different from challenges. Identify your problems, look at your challenges, and find solutions. I'm sure the minister will rethink of that. The third question, how particular is it for the humanities in expressing our human nature? Simply put, I'm not a psychologist, it comes through behavior. And I'm happy that NUC has done something very interesting. NUC, National University Commission. In the CC Maths, this core curriculum, minimum academic standard, introduced 3 years ago, because they're now in the 3rd year, I guess. 3 years ago. For every course, there are general objectives, there are behavioral objectives. For this reason, in the humanities, we don't just teach students to be human, we touch their behaviors in teaching to be human. And so, unlike in the past, now we are receiving new kind of training and education where students will leave the Faculty of Arts and begin to look at society differently from what it used to be in the past. Therefore, to be human for us now, we are in a new era, developing our conscience to think what is good for others and not evil all the time. The last question: what is the prospect for the Faculty of Arts for the next 10 years? It's like somebody is saying, don't talk again. How do you speak your language? Okay, in the next 10 years, you will not speak your language again. Is that the meaning? That you will stop speaking a tongue language the next 10 years? You will start speaking Igbo language, start speaking Yoruba. Or you will stop being who you are. In the first instance, I'm a Benin man. I can't stop being Benin in the next 10 years. You can't stop being who you are in the next 10 years. Now, in the humanities, there is what is called belonging. All of us are humans. We are anxious to belong to a particular group. Let me give an example. All of us who are here, who are not from the University of Benin, you are happy and proud to say I'm the staff of the University of Benin, belonging to the university community. Those who come here, they look at you with great regard because you belong to a community. You belong to a society, maybe the Benin society, particular people, want to belong as humans. Are you going to stop that in the next 10 years? Or community. Community. Or look at the issue of love, marriage, memory, reflections, thinking. You can't stop thinking in the next 10 years. You can't stop arguing. If in the next 10 years we stop thinking, it means the university will stop existing. Because even scientists, they need argument, they need to experiment. Scientists, all those work in the laboratories, they still need to reflect on their experiments. When they carry out some basic engagements with animals, they don't think like those animals. They observe the animals and predict what they will do next. That is thought, and that is philosophical. Are you going to stop doing that in the next 10 years? Certainly not. Thank you, and God bless you.